Dave's LFC Chats, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram at Dave's LFC Chats. As I say, a huge week ahead for the Reds. PSG tomorrow night at Anfield. Second leg, last 16 Champions League. Well up still, and that late Elliott goal, we were lucky. Yes, we were lucky, but I'll take it. Anfield under the lights is a special time. But as I say, coming on here, a little bit of a chat about the Reds and what a huge week it is. And we did a great win at the weekend. First half, good second half. 1-0 down half time against the bottom team with only 9 points, probably one of the worst ever. I think Derby County a few years ago only point for the whole season, so they one win away to try and break that hoodoo Southampton. But a much better second half, winning 3-1 of course. But the big questions is huge games. Huge tomorrow night, and of course a cup final, Carabao Cup final on Sunday against Newcastle United. But it's all about tomorrow night first. We'll have a little chat. Hit the like, hit the share. You know what to do, guys. Get your comments in, as you say. What's your starting tomorrow night? What's your prediction for tomorrow night? And of course, tomorrow night's result leads into the Carabao Cup League Cup final on Sunday. So the big one for me is, of course, the huge one for me, of course, is tomorrow night. And PSG are a really good side, though. They are a really good side. But I think Anfield, under the lights, we are a different animal. We won't be as bad as we were in the first leg. And to consider a 1-0 away win with us from Paris was just wow, considering how bad we were. I think it was 27 shots to 2. And the stats were ridiculous. I think they took like nearly 70% possession. And as we know in football, possession is not everything. Used to be 9/10 of the law and all that type of thing. Those days are kind of out the window, you know. But I just think the boys will turn up tomorrow night. They really will. They'll be more aggressive. They'll be more on the ball. The crowd won't let them be anything else other than that. And I'm sure the crowd will be crazy tomorrow night under the lights. It'll be a crazy night. I wish I was going to that game. Anybody going to that game, let me know, because that is unbelievable game tomorrow night. Of course, Liverpool, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, cannot wait. And a lot of PSG fans, a lot of pundits, a lot of keep in the sports papers in Paris and France talking about how easy it's going to be, and you just have to turn up and all this thing. They should know better, really, shouldn't they? They should know Anfield under the lights, you know. Champions League, they should know better, the fans. We've had some amazing nights there, of course, and who'd ever forget the 3-0 down against an unbelievable Barcelona team, probably even a better team than this P team. Of course, they had Messi in that team and Suarez, and we turned up and won 4-0, of course. We were missing a few players that night, weren't we? Salah wasn't even on the pitch. So, you know, miracles are I just think we need to start well. We need to be aggressive. We need to have the fans and the crowd behind us. An early goal helps, because then if you get an early goal, you're already 2 up. Now remember, away goals don't count. So I'm sure Slot will be saying it, and I heard a conference today, just start like the game's 0-0, even though we're 1-0 up. Start like we need to win it, because you don't want mind games when you go into games like that in a big game saying a draw will do, because oh yeah, technically we know a draw will do. I want to be doing that, because that's when you come up short. I want to win the game tomorrow. I want to show Europe, we want to show everybody that we are ready to rock and roll. I mean, you get past this stage, all going well. I mean, it won't be easy. As I say, you have a potential quarter-final against Aston Villa or Club Brugge. Now, Villa winning 3-1 for the first leg of Villa Park on Wednesday, so you're presuming that it'll be Villa in the quarters. But who knows? But tomorrow night it's going to be crazy. What team will he pick? Cody, a big bonus, is back in training today. He won't be risked in the starting 11, but even to have him on the bench for the last 15, 20, or if it went to extra time. Because if it ends 1-0 to PSG, it'll go extra time and penalties, won't it? We'll see what happens, but I'd like it to be done in the 90, to be fair. The 90 plus minutes, you know what I mean. So hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care for a huge week, as I say. And I, for one, I'm super excited. What, 15 points clear? I'm going to say it again. 15 points clear of Ireland's clear. 14 plus goal difference. They play Chelsea. A derby, that won't be easy for them at the weekend. That's their game in hand. So potentially they can bring it back to 12. But the way at the moment, I mean, if Chelsea score, can you see Arsenal scoring too? I don't know, but it's been a crazy season so far, and I want it to keep going right up till the end of May, until the Champions League final, hopefully. Who knows? I don't want to be too greedy, but the league's the bread and butter. The league's the one I want. The League Cup would be a bonus, and the Champions League would be a super. Let's see what happens. But I mean, 70 points on the board already is just unbelievable. It's been an unbelievable season, and it could become epic. It could become epic. Daz TV is in the house. Win tomorrow. Oh, absolutely, my friend. We're all hoping. As I said earlier, we only need a draw, but you never go into games with a draw. It just doesn't work out. It never works out well for you. So we got to be thinking it's 0-0, even though it's 1-0 from first leg aggregate lead. We got to be going into that game and saying it's 0-0. I think that's the best way to do it. Will you get over to Liverpool soon, mate? Do you know what, Daz? I was hoping to get over to a league game in April. I might still. Either way, I'm going to be there on the 25th of May. I'm going to be there in Liverpool early on the Sunday the 25th. We play Crystal Palace that day. Now, whether I get a ticket or not for that, I did. It's a potential trophy lift and all that, but just to be in Liverpool that weekend, I'm going to stay till late Monday in case there's a parade. So I'm going to fly in early Sunday, stay late Monday, go over with me brother on the 25th, 26th of May, and I, for one, just need to be in Liverpool City, just need to be at the celebrations before and after the game. Hopefully it's going to be absolutely crazy stuff, and that is the place to be. When we won in 2020, there was nobody allowed really celebrating. It was muted celebrations, to be said. So this will be the first real proper rock and roll, and let's hope it happens. No chance of a ticket, says Daz. You never know. I'll be there, mate, even to watch it in the boozer. Daz, yeah, we'll hopefully we'll all meet up, and there's a few people asking me how I'm going over and stuff like that, and we'll definitely do something. I'll be there all day Sunday, all day Monday, hoping for a parade. Let's see. But you know, won't be a parade if we get the Champions League final, because they'd probably leave it. So if there isn't a parade that Monday, the odds are we'll get to the Champions League final. But who knows? Look, I just want to be in Liverpool for that historic day. All going well. I think we're 99.36%. That we're going to win it, so who knows. Parade could be the 26th, depending on the Champions League. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But look, I just want to be in Liverpool. It's already booked. The hotel's booked for the Sunday night. The flights are booked. Everything's booked. The prices are going through the roof with Ryanair. They have you by the coattails. Really do. Everywhere does, because everybody knows every Liverpool fan in the world will want to be in Liverpool on the 25th and 26th of May, won't they? Just will be. And I'm going over with me brother, and I just cannot wait. June the 1st parade, if we get to the final, wow. June the 1st, remember when we beat Spurs? Back in 2019, it was June the 1st. Remember it well. Let's talk about 6, baby. So hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, show us you care. Anybody else going over on the 25th and 26th of May? Enjoy. Hopefully, well, looks like, don't want to jinx it, super for the Reds, as I always and have been saying from day one. The league is what I want. I want to get to number 20. I want that number 20 league. Everything else is a bonus. Even against Newcastle is a bonus. Tomorrow night, PSG is a bonus. I want the league, and it looks like my dream is going to come true. T-Football is in. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you are well. As I say, I'm just on here for a potentially historic week for Liverpool. We had a good result on Saturday. I expected us to beat Southampton, to be fair. I expected it to be a lot easier than that. Even though they gave us a tough game in their ground. It was 3-2 earlier in the season. We scraped a late Salah penalty, and then on Saturday, much better second half. Really poor. If we play like we did in the first half against Southampton, against PSG, we ain't going into the next round. Simple as. We have got to move up the levels, get the team right, and get ready to rock. And the crowd, anybody listening to this or watching this, is going to be at Anfield on Tuesday night. Tomorrow night has got to be ready to rock and roll. Bring the roar. Bring the famous Anfield roar. And we have a really good chance. Number 20 is the priority. Unbelievable, Aaron Stanton's first season. It's exceptional. Unbelievable. Thierry, unreal. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. I want number 20, and then number 21, says Alan. Yes, we are. You know what? On Twitter today, if you follow me on Twitter X as well, at Dave's LFC Chats, there's a few things, only things, but a lot of times it's serious as well. And I had a picture of Slot that I made on Grok, smoking a cigar, saying, we've been talking about Salah, we've been talking about Trent, we've been talking about Van Dijk contract extensions for at least 12, 18, even 2 years. But I'll tell you what, I want Arne Slot made down to a long-term deal. That's who I want done. Bang, straight away, because he's been just a revelation since he's come in. Remember, Liverpool, 3-year contract. A 3-year contract. So the first year is almost gone. He's only got 2 years from this summer. And I'm sure everybody in Europe's looking at him. Probably even Real Madrid and Barca's looking at him. So let's get him tied down to at least a 2-year extension and give him at least another 4 years, because we could build a dynasty, an LFC era. Who knows? Who would have thought? I mean, I did say, if you look back in the videos back in August, you do a prediction for the season and stuff. Obviously, City, Arsenal, I thought it'd be 1-2. I thought Liverpool would be 3rd or 4th. finishing the top four was a priority. Champions League football, of course, and a good cup run, maybe throwing a League Cup or an FA Cup. But to be where we are right now, no, caveat all this, we haven't won anything yet. I know people are saying the league's over. We haven't won anything yet. Let's get over the line. Let's rock. Let's roll. Anything can happen in football, but we've put ourselves in an unbelievable position. It has to be said. Yes, and at this, yes, I want to go to the quarterfinals tomorrow night against PSG. I absolutely do, especially the way they've been talking and downgrading us and saying Arsenal, Bayern Munich are better and all this crap. I got to show them tomorrow night the Anfield roar and what Anfield is all about. And I want to beat Newcastle, even though Newcastle, feel a bit sorry for them. They haven't won 1955, something like that. So, you know, but I want to win it. Look, it'd be great. His first trophy over the line, lifting the trophy, Wembley, gets him used to it, gets that experience for Slot as well. And then a championship, a Premier League, number 20. Wow. Wow. So huge. I'm going to do 2 early predictions, by the way. I'm going to give you a prediction. I'll give you a prediction for the lineup for tomorrow night for PSG. And I'm going to even give you a scoreline. And I'm going to, even though tomorrow night's game, you know, injuries and stuff happens and someone plays well, some quite so well. Cody Gakpo will be on the bench, I'm sure, tomorrow night. You know, could come on, do something tomorrow night and could be available for the final on Sunday. It's going to be hard to predict the prediction for Sunday so far away, but I'll give you scorelines which I will predict from Nostradamus or Bob from 2082. Tomorrow night's going to be tight, it's going to be close. Of course, we lead 1-0 going into it with that Harvey Elliott goal, which is nice cushion to have, to be fair. Did we deserve it? Probably not, but I'll take it. I think tomorrow will be a draw. I think 1-1. So Liverpool will go through 2-1 in aggregate. I think Liverpool will go through. 1-1 will do me because we only need to draw, but I'd like us to play the game like we want to win it, but I think we'll go through with a draw tomorrow night. Cup final's a bit different. I think we've a bit of a hoodoo over Newcastle, to be fair, don't we? We drew 3-3 with them. Should have probably beat them. Bit of a mistake at the end. And of course, we beat them fairly well at Anfield. I know Isaac wasn't there and he should be there. Newcastle are actually playing tonight, aren't they? Against me. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, not Everton. Who are they playing? West Ham, is it? West Ham, Newcastle. So let's see what happens there. But I'd still think, even with Isaac, we're a better team than Newcastle. We've better players, better manager. Absolutely everything about it. Just got a tournament today. If we play, we win. I'm going to go Liverpool 3-1 against Newcastle at the weekend and a 1-1 draw tomorrow night. Let me know what you think about that. So hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub and shows you care. Here's me with a cup of tea. Relaxing, just having a little cup of tea on this Monday night before 24 hours, more or less 24 hours. Another 2-3 minutes, 24 hours away and kick off Liverpool PSG. Wow. Two titans. Ready to rock and roll. And I don't know whether you've seen Slot's press conference. I mean, he's unbelievable. I mean, even in press conferences, he comes across as suave, calm, collected, smart fella. Very, very good English, of course. Just seems to always say the right thing. Never gets ruffled, you know, never even stops for a second without answering. It's quick, it's bang, it's right on the money. He's honest as well, which is absolutely huge in today's world and in today's the way people speak. I mean, he's super honest as well. So he has been some find, hasn't he? Feyenoord, ex-Feyenoord manager. And I mean, Premier League looks like Premier League first season, League Cup final, and a good possibility in the Champions League. We shall see more in about 24, 26 hours time. But what a season! What a season! But the main thing for me, the bread and butter is the league. If we can win the league, everything else is a bonus. Absolutely everything else. Give me the every year, be happy. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Especially the way we're winning. And we've only lost a game at Anfield against Forest 1-0. And we just weren't at the races that day. Yeah, we've been lucky in games. You have to be lucky in games. A 38 match, you're going to have 3-4 games that you're going to be lucky in. It's as simple as that. Every team, even Man City and their pomp, and even Liverpool and their pomp in the 80s, 70s and 80s had a bit of luck. You need a bit of luck. You also need it in cup games. You need a bit of luck. Football be 5% luck. If you got that bit of luck and it's on your side, at the moment we seem to have a bit of luck on our sides. The PSG first leg, of course, we might need a bit of luck tomorrow night against a really, really strong, a hungry PSG side. Potentially where this could go to the final, could win it, I suppose. But look, there's a lot of football, there's a lot of connotations and stuff like that. But the main thing tomorrow night is to get into the next round. Whether you win or you draw or whatever, it's get into the next round. Potentially lose tomorrow night and still get into the next round. Because we could lose 1-0. It goes into extra time, stays 0-0. and it's still won penalties, and you win on penalties. So potentially we could lose and still go through. A draw, we definitely go through, and of course a win, we definitely go through. So there's a lot of connotations. The Cal be out and stuff. We'll be keeping an eye on Villa, Club Bruges, because the winner of that course will play the winner of PSG, which is tomorrow or Wednesday night. Villa in the seat there, 3-1 up. Of course, and they have to go to Villa Park, but it's not over yet. Still, an early Club Bruges goal there, and the hitters set in. But I think the key for Liverpool is to keep it tight first 10-15. The crowd to be up, get in. There was no intensity, there was no aggression, and I'm sure Slot, who went crazy by the way, was throwing hair dryers, well, he doesn't use it, you know what I mean, was throwing toupees and everything all over the place at half time against Hampton. Like, how to go in 1-0 down in a huge game like that? It was a huge game considering Arsenal were playing United the next day, and I knew that wouldn't have been an easy game for Arsenal. It turned out that way. To be fair, Arsenal, I think United had 2 or 3 great chances to win that. But anyway, I'll take the draw. So for me, you look, I trust in Slot. I trust in this group of players, this backroom staff, and I also trust in Anfield and the Anfield roaring crowd that we're going to get a result tomorrow night, a favourable result tomorrow night. And the good thing about it is, in the middle of March, even if it doesn't go away tomorrow night, we still have so much to look forward to. I mean, it's absolutely crazy stuff. I just watched the overlap, a few things there with, I think it was Gary Neville interviewing your man Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the Man United Ineos, Man United owner. Oh my God, Man United are all over the shop, aren't they? They were going to run out of money at the end of this year. They were actually going to run out of money at the end of this year, November at Christmas. Would have been. I mean, I don't know what would have happened. They were running out of money. They can't bring lunches or sandwiches away, and they were apparently they've 80 or 90 million to pay in the summer on the players that they already owe. I'm trying to work out what is going on there. What is going on at United? And then you look at us, where we are. One of our rivals, United, 15th or 14th in the league, all over the shop, top of the League Cup final, chance to get into the quarters of the Champions League. Now, Mo Salah, I haven't even mentioned Mo Salah, the King of Egypt, 27 league goals. Wow. Now, we don't play a league game until April the 2nd, I think, against Everton, and we do owe them one in the Merseyside derby at Anfield. Arsenal play 2 league games before Chelsea the weekend. That won't be easy. Chelsea have something about them now. That could be a draw. And of course, Fulham are a decent side too. So they've Chelsea and Fulham to play. If they beat Chelsea and they play Fulham, this is before Liverpool play Everton, by the way. It'll be down to 9 points, but Liverpool will have that game in hand to bring it back to 12. But there's no guarantee or Arsenal are even going to win those 2. So the league takes a step. It's Champions League, PSG tomorrow night, and of course the Cup final then after that, to look forward to Carabao Cup, Anfield South, as it is called. But as I say, I will be in Liverpool. Hopefully Liverpool before the end of May, or 25th for the last game of the season. 25th, 26th, the Crystal Palace game. No chance getting it for that. Give me a ticket. What a trophy lift day. Oh, anybody who has a ticket for that is historical. It's wow. Because as we know, we know trophy lift fans there. Last time we won it in 2020. Fans weren't allowed. Pandemic, COVID. Crazy stuff. I didn't think we'd be back 5 years later. I did not think we would be so close. 5 years later. And potentially, of course, super potentially, a chance of a Premier League trophy lift to go level with United. I just didn't think, especially with Klopp about a year ago leaving. I really did think there'd be a transition, new manager. I thought you might be a few years before we can get back even challenging Arsenal and City. Maybe 2-3 years for Slot to get his team right. But was I wrong? And was a lot of people wrong? And I'm happy I was wrong. I'm super happy and over the moon that I was wrong, because we're doing so well. I mean, it's just wow, crazy stuff. But as I say, I'm not going to stay on too long. People come in, get your comments in. I'm going to give you the 11 for tomorrow night to play PSG. I said 1-1. I take 1-1 for tomorrow night. What's your prediction line? I think Nunes has to start. I really do. Darwin Nunes has to start. He'll cause problems. He caused them problems when he came on in Paris. And of course, he had a good game in the second half against Southampton. Got a great goal. Got a penalty. So you would think he's got to be full of, once he doesn't spill over, Darwin Nunes always has that bit of red Latin, hot-headedness, potential red card silliness. Of course, he got sent off on his debut against Crystal Palace at Anfield 2 years ago. Remember that one? And it wasn't quite right since then, was it? And I mean, even the weekend, a bit of a petulant kick. Now, to me, it was a yellow. It was a definite yellow. It was silly. I've seen players getting sent. When you look at it at different angles, it wasn't that bad, actually. It looked worse than what it was, you know. But he's got to, if he does start tomorrow night, he's got to keep the head. That's the only thing. So, Alisson in goal, Kanate, Van Dijk, it has to be. I think he goes for experience with Trent and Robertson at back. That'd be an experienced back five. You're going to need it for a game like this at Anfield. The midfield has to be the midfield trio. Sabaz, McAllister and Gravenberg, they picked themselves. The only thing is, cup final the weekend, but you know, you have a few days. Tuesday, you have 4 days, 4 or 5 days, so you shouldn't have it. Jones will be saying he probably should start, but I'd go with those three. I would go with Nunez, Salah, and Diaz. That's what I would go with. Gakpo is in the squad, will be in the squad, probably on the bench. But nice to have him on the bench, him and Jota on the bench too, wouldn't it? That would be 11. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be his 11, but that would be my 11 for tomorrow night. And I think that team, if they turn up and are a bit more aggressive, a bit confident, I'm sure Anfield they'll be. You know what I mean? At Paris wasn't easy. Parc des Princes just wasn't easy. You know, so I'm hopeful. I'm confident we'll play better tomorrow night. Will it be enough? Will it be good enough to beat a really good PSG team? Time will tell, as I say. 24 hours from kickoff, and the juices are already flowing. And I, for one, cannot wait. Tomorrow night should be epic stuff. But as I say, not going to stay on super long. I'm going 1-1 tomorrow night. Salah knew his goal scoring. I don't really care. Maybe Dembele for them. He's scoring a lot of goals. We're going to keep him quiet. He is dangerous. But they have dangerous players all over the pitch, so we got to be careful. It is this is the biggest game, I think, in the last 16. I really do. Okay, you've Atletico Madrid, Real winning 2-1. That's not over yet. Arsenal to the quarters. They won 7-1 away in the first leg. They're through. Villa, I think, are through, even though it's only 3-1. I think Villa are through. Potentially will play us or PSG in the quarters. So it is looking good. It is looking good. But as I say, still work to do for the Reds. I'm not going away. It's just so exciting to be where we are at the moment. Alisson will have to play another blinder again tomorrow, says Alan. I'm hoping he's not going to have to play as well as he had to play in the first leg, because then that will mean PSG are playing a lot better and taking a lot of chances. I do not want Alisson to have a great game tomorrow night. I want a quiet game tomorrow night. I want Alisson to be reading Reader's Digest on the sideline tomorrow night, but we know that won't happen. PSG are so attacking. Shane Buckley is in. We need to play the same team that we played against City. If we don't feel, I don't feel we'd be knocked out, says Shane. No, I have a good feeling about tomorrow night. We only need a draw. We're 1-0 up on aggregate. You don't play for draws, but you know what I mean. PSG have to win. They have to win the game. And even if they win it 1-0, it's not over, because it goes extra time, penalties. You know, away goals and all that stuff doesn't count. So even if they win 2-1, it'll go into extra time and penalties. So there's a lot to play for. And that Anfield crowd, it is special. We know the history. Look at some of the results are just unbelievable. So if the crowd's up for it, which I'm sure they will be Tuesday night under the lights, the bus, Paris Saint-Germain bus coming in, the flares, everything else. Yes, the team looked a bit tired. They did, especially the first half against Southampton. But this should lift you. This should lift you. It's plus a cup final after this. You know, this should lift you. And if we do get past PSG tomorrow night, that'll be a huge confidence booster into the Carabao Cup final on Sunday, wouldn't it? That'd be an absolutely huge confidence booster, because Newcastle are playing as we speak as well. So keep an eye out on that one. As I say, guys, hit the like, hit the share, give us a sub, and show us you care. It is a massive 5 or 6 days for the Reds. We'll park the league for now. We don't play until the 2nd of April against Everton at the Merseyside derby at Anfield. But Arsenal, they have 2 games, Chelsea the weekend, then Fulham. We will keep an eye on them, of course, because it'll either tighten their grip on the league or make it a little bit interesting if they win those 2. But they're 2 tough games, you know. But I just think the Reds in an unbelievable place. Just keep going, head down. That's what it's all about. I'm sure the manager will absolutely that. I mean, I just can't speak highly enough of him. The way he's come and just done the job. He's made it look easy. He's made it look easy. Yes, Klopp left him a really good, solid team base, as you call it. But still, some staff went last year, left, and all the new staff come in. You have to learn, you have to get to know players. The training ground, there's loads of stuff going on, and just they literally slotted in nicely. You know what I mean? Seamlessly. Unbelievable stuff from the Reds, and yeah, I'm expecting good things. But as I said at the very start, you can talk about Van Dijk, Salah, Trent contract extension. Yes, would I like all three to sign extensions? Absolutely. Yes, I would like Arne Slot to sign a bloody extension, because after this year he's only 2 years left. He only got a 3-year deal. I'd like at least years on top of the 2 he's left after this, because he is just, everyone's looking at him now going, what is going on here? But I think he'd be happy at Liverpool. He'd be to build. His first transfer window, which he will have big money to spend, will be in the summer. And, you know, depending on who stays, who goes, 3 big boys stay, will they go? Will 2 stay? Will 1 stay? Who knows? But I think 2 or 3 big players come in the summer, no matter what happens, no matter who goes. And, of course, the other big breaking news today was Adidas, the German joints, Adidas Football, is back at Liverpool for a new luxury, lucrative, long-term deal at Liverpool starting from August the 1st, 25-26 season and on and further on. It's going to be, and I have seen the kits. That white away one is absolutely beautiful. There's a really dark teal green one, and of course the red one. But the Adidas kits, the iconic, you know, crown paint, candy. Wow, they're the ones I grew up on. Adidas for me was always the kit maker for me. When we switched, was it New Balance or Warrior? And even Nike were okay. Bland, copy and paste type stuff, really. New Balance had that lovely kit. Remember when we won the league, that red with the goal lights? That was nice. Sort of a retro as well. But Adidas is the one for me. Let's see what happens. I think the league kits, they seem to be, yeah, the feed that leaks them seems to always get around. I seen them back in November, and it's the same ones cropping up again. And if it is them, they are lovely, absolutely worth between 60 and 70 million a year to Liverpool. Liverpool are absolutely rolling at the moment, and with this Champions League run hopefully continues after tomorrow, a Premier League title number 20, probably even a League Cup, we will be. But as I say, got to get these contracts tied down, extensions done, and Arne Slot. Even Alisson. I think Alisson's only a year left. Marmar Ashtavilli's coming in. He's having a bit of a rough time of it at the moment in Spain, but from the Anfield, he is a potentially really good goalkeeper. A big lad, but I'd give Ali another year at least. At least on year to year he has. Because I'd like to keep that continuity for Liverpool. And I'm sure the likes of Salah, Trent, Van Dijk, Alisson, another year or 2 at least. Look what he's done in his first year. Come on. Young lads going up through. The potential is absolutely, I mean, if those 3 stayed, Alisson as well, those 4 stayed and signed, say, contract extensions, and we brought in 2 or 3 quality players, a fullback, attacking midfielder and a striker. Wow. We could be going dynasty style, you know what I mean? Really big. So great times ahead for the Reds. You've just got to enjoy it, guys. These things don't last forever. They really don't. They don't last forever. I thought you were Klopp left last year. But we have been reignited by Arne Slot, the bald one from Holland. Wow. What a... As I say, not going to stay on too long. PSG tomorrow, huge. I'm going to go 1-1. Any sort of a result that gets us into the quarter, last day, I will take. No injuries. Cup final the weekend as well. I'm going to go 3-1 for that, even though it's early and stuff. But I think he's going to go with experience tomorrow night. Absolutely. You should. It's such a big game. And we've got to be at it from the off. We've got to be at it even before the whistle blows. You know, we've got to be in the tunnel at it. We've got to be ready to rock. The crowd's got to be at it. The flares are going to be out. The crowd's going to be up. The lights are on. It's ready to rock. Your world is watching. It's going to be the big game. It's the biggest game. Last 16. I'm sure everybody's going to be watching this one tomorrow night. And I, for one, cannot wait. So hit the like, hit the share. Big 2 months ahead for the Reds. And let's hope a few trophies can be put into the Reds cabinet, or 20 anyway. League Cup as well, possibly even number 7. Who knows? Get the Reds. A lot more content to come on Dave's LFC Chats Twitter and X and Instagram as well. Thanks for popping in. Might go live tomorrow night just before the PSG game, maybe with team news and stuff like that. But as I say, I think he'll go strong. I think he'll go. He did say this is his most important game, but your next game is always important. I was saying Southampton was the most important game, and I was absolutely right because we had to win that, and we did. Hopefully, people here, City, have a big points deduction soon. The 1-1 is, I heard there's meant to be something happening end of March, but I wouldn't be too confident on that. I think they might get a big fine, maybe, and a slap. I mean, yes, get points deductions. The absolute should be relegated, to be fair. But who knows? Who knows? It's all about Liverpool. Let's worry about Liverpool. Let's dream about Liverpool because we are in a wonderful, wonderful place. Still football to play. Still the odd twist and turn here and there. But all eyes on Anfield tomorrow night. And I believe the Reds will do it. Stay safe. Talk soon. Thanks for popping in, Reds. You'll never walk alone.